Hi, this is Mr. Gianelli with your technology tip of the week, and today I'm going to be talking to you about Khan Academy. And there's actually a lot of information here. It's kind of a lot to cover, so I'm going to kind of go slow at the beginning and try to cover as much as possible. If this is something you're interested in, we can meet one-on-one to talk more about it. But let me start off by showing you what students are going to see when they log in. So I'll just click here, Start Learning Now. And the students have to have a Gmail account, which everybody in this school does. It's the @riverbank.k12 account that we've provided for students. And if you need a list of those for your students, I can provide that for you. But I went ahead and created a student account under this one right here. And let me just go ahead and log in. And so the first thing the students are going to see when they log in is a screen. It's probably going to ask them first for like an icon that they want to choose and some other questions about themselves. But basically, it's going to start them off with something like this, except for these things aren't going to be here. And without your guidance, they're not really going to know what to do from here. They could pick, that they want to work on a subject area, so they could choose math, and if they're 7th graders, they could choose 7th grade or 6th grade. And that's actually not a bad place to start. What's going to happen here is it's going to give them a placement test to start off and some 6-question warm-ups, and then it's going to kind of just based upon that see where they're at and give you some recommendations about what they need help with and where they're doing well in your content area. But first, you're probably going to want to have them join your class, and for them to do that, going back to the home page, they can add a coach right here, and that's going to join a class. And then all you have to do is give them a code, and that code is going to be automatically created when you set up your class. And then you'll be able to monitor their progress and assign them modules that they can work on. So right now my coach is john.gianelli@gmail.com. And the coach can make recommendations and give me suggestions, and etc., other than watching my progress. So let me show you what it looks like when a student works on a module. So let's say that we decide that we're going to work on something more specific. So for example, let's say division, and let's choose long division. And this little circle means that there's a module on it. It's under the math, arithmetic, multiplication, and division section. And then it's going to pop up with some videos and some skills. So you want to just have the student click on the first one, Introduction to Long Division. And there's a video that the first one is actually 11 minutes long. That's pretty long. And if you've already taught them the basics, they can pretty much just skip this video. So you can go on to multi-digit division without remainders. And it's going to ask them some questions. Now, they're going to be able to use a scratch pad. And that means that they can draw on this paper or the screen, so they can set it up 95 and do all their work like that. If they're not really sure how to set it up, they can click I'd like a hint, and it'll kind of give them just kind of a guideline on how you're going to set that up, and then they can work through their work, and then when they're done, they can enter the number here, and it will tell them if they got the correct answer. So let's say that they put 19, they check their answer, correct, moves on. Now they got 1 correct. They have to get 5 in a row before they can move on. And if they still don't get it, maybe then they'd want to watch this video and just kind of review what it was. So let's say they get 5 in a row. It's going to move on to the next module, which is a video, and then another video, and another video. And they can, again, you can have them skip those and just move on to the practices. The questions are going to get harder. They're going to get more digits and that sort of thing. So if they still need help, again, they can watch another video, they can click here, I need a hint, and then they can move on to the next module. And all these little stars are basically practice questions, and then it's going to get into multi-digit division. Again, they have to get 4 in a row. And this may take them a while to get through. Some students may get through this in one period, some of them may take a few periods. The point is, though, is that Khan Academy is going to make sure that they know this before that they are going to be able to move on. And the students are going to be able to see their progress, to see how well they're doing. And they get actually excited about earning rewards and badges and changing their avatars and all this stuff. They actually have fun with that kind of stuff. So it's kind of an incentive for them to do well. Let me show you the teacher side of this real quick. And let me go back to khanacademy.org here. When you're a teacher, this is what you're going to see, and you're going to want to click Start here, and you're going to want to sign in with a Gmail account. You can use the school Gmail account that was provided for you, or you can use your own personal one. I'm going to use my personal one just because it's separate from my student login. And this is what I'm going to see. You're actually going to be asked some questions first, but I've already set up some new classes. All you have to do is click New Class and name it. It's as simple as that. And then in my classes, you can add students. Well, you can add them yourself if you want by clicking Add Students and entering them manually, but you probably don't want to do that. Easiest way is earlier where I showed you the students can add coaches. That's the code that they're going to use, that class code. So all they have to do is enter that, and now they're part of your class. So I have a student in my computer applications class, John Gianelli, and I can click on him, and it's going to tell me what he's been up to. So I can see his activity and his progress, and if you set this to World of Math, it's going to show everything that he's been doing, or whatever, or she. And you can look from the last 7 days to, all time. What are they up to? And you can look at reports of, what skills your students are all doing well on, which ones they need help with. So if I go back to my students, I only have one, but I can look at student progress right here, and it'll give me like an overall of the stuff that my students have been doing. And look at the progress, the skills, and you can break all these things down. If they're struggling, it's going to show you what they're struggling with, and